Just realize we are not live.
Look at the level of professionalism.
Yes, it is. I'm doing horrible right now. I am failing.
Hey, you can't do. You're not worse than I was.
Oh. Oh, don't be like that, big dog.
My man.
All right, let's keep this party going. My name is Warren Phoenix Johnson, but the correct pronunciation of my name is
the Big Bad Warren Phoenix Johnson.
You guys like that shit? Like this guy?
The Asiatic black man backhand on the business. Speaking of some of this business, let me tell you how it's going down today. We're going to go into our news segment, a little segment we like to call
You May Have.
Because you may have heard and you may have not. Then we're going to roll into the Hockamon Hookup where we salute essential workers giving us our essential needs. And then we're going to roll into the ins and outs, relationship advice. We crack open a novel of one of our love lives and realize that there's a difference between pressing start record and start streaming. Yeah, that's for your OnlyFans. And then we will not get to Ayo What Man. That's a segment we have not done in God knows how long. That was the segment that some call trash talk, but the streets knew it as prophecy. Before we move any further, Ramon, tell them about that week, Daddy.
It was good.
Oh, my word. Okay.
It was good. Last week I told you I booked a gig.
Oh, so you shot?
Yeah. So we shot Tuesday and yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It was long, 10-hour days, but it was fun.
Nice.
I mean, but hurry up and wait.
Yes.
Sit around a lot.
Yes.
Easy.
So what was the crafts like?
It was all right. I mean, it was like a corporate thing, so it wasn't like movie people putting, where they have like the whole shebang.
Whole shebang.
It was good. Like yesterday we had tacos from Burrito Beach, I think, and then
I'm a big fan. Yes.
Yeah, and then the day before we had Korean food from Bimbap. I don't know if you've ever been to Bimbap.
Wait.
Or Bimbap or whatever.
I have heard it. Isn't their theme song like
Bing
Bimbap,
bop.
boo, bim-a-dum? Is that the Hanson?
Boo-ba-da-bop-bop.
It's the Hanson Korean
Yeah.
restaurant, right?
Yeah. It's owned by 3 white guys. Yeah, it was fun though. It was a lot of copy, but so like I learned one of the scripts because it was the one I used for audition, and so I learned most of that, and I was like, oh cool, I'll just go in there, and then there's like, oh, we're gonna have teleprompters, and I'm like, oh okay,
What?
that'll make it easier,
Yeah.
but it's different. Like I'm more used to like learning the lines and then be able to play with it than reading it off of something and being able to play with it.
Okay.
Like it's hard for me to read and be like, hey, get over here. Then if I know, I'd be like, hey, get over here.
Right.
And
As opposed to, hey, get over here.
Yeah, hey, get over here. And your eyes are trying like not to.
Try not to scroll.
So, yeah, but it was cool. Like the way they set it up was like it looked like you were talking to the person, but the teleprompter was like next to them, behind them, and so you talk. And so after a couple of takes, you started getting used to I got a little used to it, and it went well. It was fun though.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was it. I was tired, man. I did like you sitting right here, it always fizzles out. I went to MMA afterwards, and I didn't realize how tired I was. Like afterwards, like did MMA, and then I got home. I was like, man, tired, dude. Like even up because you get up super early to get ready, and then get there, and then you're there all day, and then after I got out, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go MMA, train, whatever, and then I was like, man, it's life, but hey. That check come, baby. Ha!
I had this moment this week with some certain grade level, and I said to them, I was like, they were acting wild in the line, and I'm like, yo, y'all got to learn how to stand in line, or y'all gonna grow up and be in a grocery store and end up on a World Star Hip Hop video. And it's like, what do you mean, Mr. Warren? And it's like, you ever see the adults in these videos up here screaming and hollering when they just came there for some eggs? Yeah, that's stupid. See, and they look just like you right now, lining up for these tater tots. Man, I bet you people got lined now. People got lined. It's like, oh, no. I don't want to be on World Star Hip Hop. Yes, you are. You're going to be a World Star Hip Hop.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
It's one of those, and we have various trainings, and one of the trainings say like, oh, you gotta, sometimes if you relate your life experiences to their life experiences, you know, what you're dealing with currently and how it could play out in their world. So this thing that happened with little Nuke Nuke and little Pook Pook,
Right.
how as an adult, you're gonna have little Mook 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 and little Pook Pook in your life.
Right.
And so like, I always love doing that.
Yeah.
I always love being like, well, I had a friend who, when we were in the nightclub,
Right.
but like sometimes kids are paying attention to stuff so damn closely. I'll be like, oh yeah, so one day we were in the nightclub. Little girl said, wait, you were in a nightclub in the daytime? I was like, no, that's not what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you, cuz. No, but it's just really interesting to watch how, you know, how when you actually take real life examples.
That's good though. I mean, because they obviously like they'll realize that you've been through it already and you know what you're talking about. So when you tell them like you see how you acting right now, when you get older, you're gonna act like you seen those people how they act, and that's kind of like good because they'll be like, oh, they might think about that and be like,
You don't want to be like Mr. Warren was that one time in Vegas and he got kicked off the plane.
Right.
And that's a story for another time, children. Ramon, hit him with the internet crap.
Hey, if you want to find us on Facebook, we're under Bad Ways Remix. You can find us on Instagram under Bad Ways Comedy. You can watch us live right now on YouTube under Bad Ways Radio. You can get in the chat and talk some shit, Nathaniel, with the bastards.
You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. I'm very excited about today's playlist. I know I say that every week, and guess what? Every week I ain't lying, because every week we get stronger. It is time for us once again to break your law.
Hey yo, I never wanna sleep cause the drunk is beautiful. Losing envy, hog tied in they trunks as usual. When I punch it's musical, you a chump that's usable. And you lunch to my grunts, you a dunce that's mutable. Acting in the table for me even once that's suitable. For the guillotine or less, the Philistine in the flesh. At my God's behest, I kill the queen in the nest. Then catch a private jet to the Philippines for my rest. I kill your dreams of success with my aura alone. The very center of my aggression, get all on the zone. Got rich predicaments, tricking something significant. Now you inquisitive where it's shipping went. I shatter impotent brain matter and ligaments. Lame scatter against this insane savage's instruments. My flames gather and maim average participants. While you a simple witch that loves pain having your nipples pinched. 40-something-year-old sent by God to give you triumphs and smudge joy. Against the odds, deliver product and duck noise. I get the nod, then quickly wallop and crush toys. Pick your target, aim low and breathe easy. Pick your target, aim low and breathe easy. Pick your target, aim low and breathe easy. This the sniper's rebuttal, the pain feeds me. Socially awkward. Satan couldn't promise success, instead he offered me luck. He and God were having a bet, so Jesus offered me up and said, put my man in a jam and watch him awfully erupt. I'm awfully abrupt. The line between coffee and cup is as thin as my patience when your fakeness costs me a buck. Get off me, you schmuck, or be prepared to cautiously duck as this hollow-headed artillery skips off of your truck. I ain't a shooter, but I know a couple. You know they love you when them killers go to scuffle with a soldier's duffel. Masked up and focused with they cobras muffled. I tilt my flask up ferocious, letting Olga guzzle. You know it's trouble when Marcus come through and show to nudge you. And fill your mouth with the muzzle so that there's no rebuttal. I'm in your huddle and know the plays that you wanna run. These lyrics blaze like the golden rays of the summer sun. 40-something-year-old sent by God to give you triumphs and smudge joy. Against the odds, deliver product and duck noise. I get the nod, then quickly wallop and crush toys. Pick your target, aim low and breathe easy. Pick your target, aim low and breathe easy. Pick your target, aim low and breathe easy. This the sniper's rebuttal, the pain feeds me.
If you don't know, now you do. You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4.org. Beloved. scared? You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Ways on 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved gang, baby.
Ooh, beloved gang. Black metaphor. I've been the best villain I could be. Top of the sheets, choosy lover, chillin' fast asleep, sick and tired of these drug dealing bars. No risk, I seem to beat on the block. Playtime was brief, I'm taking no prisoners. Oh, you better believe it's like your minister. Hopes of tender love, what had a risk in the freedom. In the club, another Eve in the Garden of Eden. And they say VA for customers. Well, I ain't never let her out of town to wrap me up. Mike Lover dap me up. You catch me fucking first, now back me up. So many bras in this section. And it started lapping up. 1942, I'm pouring Clico. Ask about it. This motherfucking to my hood without an ego. And when I go, don't want for me. Just make sure the freeze shooting good form from 3. You know the devil, how you dance with him. Sleepless nights, just trying to wash your hands with him. You knew the risk, you knew the wrongs, you knew the rights. Be careful with them dice, like you ready to pay that price. You know the devil, how you dance with him. Sleepless nights, just trying to wash your hands with him. You knew the risk, you knew the wrongs, you knew the rights. Be careful with them dice, like you ready to pay that price. Free my partner, he like we bay. Throw you a party on your G-Day, fella. That's how we play. She a sweepstakes. 5'9", built like DK. Something out of pin relays. With every plug came leeway. No funny, but been stand up like I'm TK. Dope Boys Anonymous might move too on my cheat day. Just to keep my 95 rating up like EA. Woo. This for my AR out the shy. Tip below 0, but on fold, she do or die. Have you ever took that drive 50-50 like money line? I done been in spots where young boy had to me knots. I was lucky, Cajon the block, ran a 4-4, had a decent box. Stationary, when I let my man cook his pie. Then grab whatever come back, then catch fire. Like Devin Booker, he never seen booking, but no, it ain't uncanny. When I put out parole, running my family. I'm for that, I need a Grammy. Straight like that. You know the devil, how you dance with him. Sleepless nights, just trying to wash your hands with him. You knew the risk, you knew the wrongs, you knew the rights. Be careful with them dice, like you ready to pay that price. You know the devil, how you dance with him. Sleepless nights, just trying to wash your hands with him. You knew the risk, you knew the wrongs, you knew the rights. Be careful with them dice, like you ready to pay that price.
If you don't know, now you do. listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved gang, baby.
Oh, yeah.
We back on the land. Listen, Nathaniel,
To you.
And before we move any further, I gotta tell you what you just heard.
Mm-hmm.
We kicked our whole broadcast off with the beloved banger, as we do every week, by the artist formerly known as Chore Boy. If you're looking for him on Instagram, you can follow him under Rigmarole. And that song is called Zuko. So shout out to him. He's not making music anymore, but we still repping all the work that he put in underneath the flag of
Beloved gang, baby.
That's right. Then we hopped out of that into Lumberjack Blackston's track off of his album Toxic Masculinity. Ooh. Now the song is called Sniper's Rebuttal. Lumberjack Blackston, Sniper's Rebuttal. Now if you guys are looking for some, again, I say this a lot of times because all we do is this type of stuff, usually. Yeah. You're looking for some solid hip hop. Mm-hmm. This album right here, Toxic Masculinity by Lumberjack Blackston.
There you go.
Oh my God, it is amazing. Oh yeah. It is amazing. I was randomly looking for some of his work, and I was just like, oh, well, what's some Lumberjack Blackston? And I completely forgot that I, fell upon this album. And then when I was hanging out at the house the other day, just listening, and I was like, oh, let me see what the rest, what else is on here. And my mind was blown.
You're like, oh.
Toxic Masculinity is the name of this album. Okay, this is, if you are woke,
you gotta find it.
Man, take your ass back to sleep. Because this right here, big dog, this stuff right here, this is not for the slight of heart, boy. 40-something-year-old F-boy. Yep. Sent by God to give you trollops and smuts joy. Jesus. All right, Lumberjack. Calm
down.
God. I'm setting up. I was listening to it setting up for recess the other day for the kids, and I'm sitting there singing this to myself. And then I completely forgot where I was for a second because all of a sudden I heard, Mr. Warren. And I was like, 40 something. Oh, hey. Hey, come on. Yeah. Right over there is where we are today. I'm going to stay over here. Oh, my God. Boozy, bop. Okay, so the album is called Toxic Masculinity. You got to check it out. And then we went out of that into Patrice Hawthorne, We Got Love, which is one of those classic barbecue type songs. We got love and we got freedom. We got hope and we're gonna sing it.
This is when you gotta bring it to when you're in the summertime when you have your family over because they're gonna go, move it to the left.
Yeah,
move it to the right.
Man, big shout out to Dewan Pritchard. Dewan was having a thing one time during this summer, and he was like, "Yo, Warren, take over the Bluetooth. I want nothing but songs from the radio show."
Oh, nice.
Nothing but. And we were jamming. And then one of our buddies came over. He's like, I got some music to play. And then I was like, oh, sure. I'm trying not to hog the thing. Right. Dewan comes over to me and he's like, hey, man, can you tell homie to back up off that? He's like, how many? I've heard this Led Zeppelin song before. I'm trying to hear his stuff that I hear on the radio that I don't ever hear. Yeah. He's like, dog, I'm trying to he's got his phone out and he's like, I'm asking Siri where I can find this and that. So can you? People are asking me, what's this song? What's that song? And I'm telling them like, y'all ain't got this right here. Right. It's that uncut dope. Yeah. We didn't already heard Smooth Criminal. Okay. Right. We've been snorting Smooth Criminal for decades.
So we get it.
Okay. I want some unstepped on product.
Right.
So big shout out to Dewan. And Chantel is in the chat. He said he gave up music. LOL. You're evil. You're evil for thinking that's an LOL. It's sad that Chore Boy does not make music anymore. But people are on their path.
Yeah.
So, moving right along, because we're going to stay on our path, we went into Sincerest Dawn's Sleepless Night.
Sleepless Nights.
Shout out to Sincerest Dawn. He hit us up on our joint Instagram saying he's got more work.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's like, I got more of that dope for y'all.
Nice.
Okay, I got more of this product.
Product, baby.
Okay, so
Uncut.
I can't wait. I can't wait to pull out my switchblade, stick it in the bag, right?
Takes a little bit.
Yeah, just take a little bump. That's good.
It's good. It's good.
Rub it on the gums, Daddy. Rub it on the gums.
It's good.
All right. So then out of that, we went into Clever Kinesis, I Know. Now we often end up doing, we do this often.
Yeah.
Where we will play music that is, it's not called secular. What is it called? Where it's like Christian music, but you don't realize it's Christian music.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever that's called.
Gospel, I guess.
Yeah, but no. It's like, it's Christian, but we don't, it doesn't come off as Christian.
Positive vibe music. I mean, I guess.
I'm pretty sure that's not the genre.
No.
But anyway, this is one of those jams, man. Where it was like, if you listen closely enough, you're like, wait, did she say God?
I didn't even know it was a Christian song.
So you was over here jamming,
Yeah.
singing the words.
Well, I thought she was talking about a guy.
Oh my God! Well, that's the whole. I mean, I love that. I love.
Yeah.
It's like when the dog food, when they get that wet dog food, but you sneak the medicine in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it turns
Wait
out.
a minute, my hip doesn't hurt anymore.
Hey, wait a minute. Jesus?
Jesus?
So that's clever. That was Clever Kinesis, I Know. Shout out to Clever Kinesis. Trying to get her to come back in the studio and be a guest. She was real great with the relationship stuff. If you remember, she nailed
Yeah.
the ins and outs relationships. And so shout out to Clever Kinesis. And she laughs at our nonsense.
Yeah, and I brought some jewelry from her.
You did.
Yeah.
You did, because she performed at our live show.
Yeah.
So shout out to Clever Kinesis. Yeah, definitely a young lady doing her thing.
Respect.
Now that we have kissed everyone's asses, it is time for our news segment. A little segment we like to call
You May Have.
because you may have heard it and you may have not. Leading the way, like our own sneaky gospel person is Ramon
the Savage Slayer Smith, a.k.a. Joe Simone. Come on! Yeah. 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 'Cause you make me feel. Come on. And I feel alright. I say yeah. Woo! All right. Take it easy.
Oh my goodness,
it
Jesus!
easy.
It's like, you act like I've been waiting all week to say to just say.
You know, moaning. You know I love you, moaning, moaning. You know I love you, moaning, moaning. Hey, yoo-hoo.
Mona, you better hit him off, Daddy.
All right. I got some. I think I did this a couple of weeks ago. What would you do? Situations. A mom orders a shirt from Shane Easter. It's a Shane Easter top for her daughter, and when it arrives, it's not what she thought it was gonna be. It turns out that she ordered something that said Happy Easter, but when she received it, it said Happy Easter. Also, I'm pregnant.
That was for her daughter.
Yeah.
How old is the daughter?
Like 2 or no? Wait, does it say? That doesn't even say, but it's like
It's a little girl.
Yeah, it's a little girl, like 7 or something like that. So, would you let your daughter wear this, or will you return it? Oh, she's 6. So
Yeah, that don't work.
So, I would as for a joke, I would wear it and I take her out.
You would let her wear it?
Like put the daughter wear it, and then just take her outside and like go shopping or something, and then see how many people react to it.
You're gonna pay in hell? You're gonna pay in hell?
Oh, how beautiful. Happy Easter to you. What?
I would never let my little girl wear
man.
it. This is a bad sign. This is a bad omen.
That would be hilarious. I'd be like,
No.
man.
That would be horrible. That would be horrifying.
All right. Let's see. What's the other? What would you do? Let's say, what would you do? And this is crazy. This is a crazy story. a couple have their son. His son was diagnosed with a disease that you can only get genetically.
Okay.
And they went to the doctor. I mean, I guess once they got to the doctor, they found out this is a disease that you can only get genetically. And they, they're a little heartbroken because your 15-year-old son has, is sick and you want him to be well. But one thing they discovered, or the doctors discovered, was that the boy was not connected to the father nor the mother genetically.
Wait, how?
Like-
How is that even the thing?
Well, I think that there's a possibility that he was swapped
Oh,
as a
I'm
baby.
an idiot.
As a baby.
And
So-
he's 15 now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's mine now.
Right? But what would you do? Like, and so they're debating on should they tell him?
No,
Right?
absolutely
Well, he
not.
probably knows now. It's on the news. He's not reading it. If he reads Mirror. But so this is what I thought. I thought, yeah, I wouldn't tell him. I raise him. It's kind of like I never knew, right?
Yeah, so why should he know?
But isn't that the same thing as what was it last week? Where it's like, you find out that you married your sister or something like that, and you already got kids.
Dude.
But besides that, where's your other kid?
Like, so where's your kid? There's
Yeah.
no way you can find him.
Right. Like, where's your kid? That sucks.
Mufasa gone.
Mufasa gone. So I don't know. Would you tell? You wouldn't tell the kid, right? I wouldn't tell him.
Hell no.
No, I wouldn't tell him.
You ain't knowing nothing.
Yeah.
Taking that to the grave, big dog, because then what? Now he want to find his parents?
Right.
And there's no way to like be certain that those people have your kid.
Yeah.
So now I'm looking for my kid.
I don't know. That's kind
I don't
of
know. Then I'm all resentful of Mufasa now.
right.
I'm like, man, you ain't even my son.
Right. Like if he makes you mad, man, you ain't even mine. I should take you back to the hospital.
Like Sean Chantel says, this has happened in Plymouth cases. I'm sure in plenty of cases is what he's trying to say. This has happened in plenty of cases. They just have to track down all the families. Right, come on, man. Track down all the families that gave birth in the hospital that day. No.
Nah.
No.
Let's just keep it.
No, that's mine.
But I would feel I would feel bad for my kid that's out there. I wouldn't even know.
Man, I don't care about him. That ain't my kid no more.
He show up on your doorstep, Mama.
I'd be like,
I finally made it home.
you at the wrong
You're
place.
at the wrong place. Who was that? Jehovah's Witness.
All right, hit him.
All right. A woman makes an unsettling discovery on her husband's fitness watch, and she noticed that every time he goes out for a run, I guess she started tracking him on Strava.
No, go ahead.
Right?
Yeah.
Every time he goes out for a run, he always ends up at his army buddy's house, which is a female. You know? So she says she lived, and what's just funny is that he's like, oh, I'm going for a run, and every time she sees it, she tracks him, and it's like a half mile down the street where she lives, and he always ends up there. He starts at his house and ends up at her house.
Does it say how long he's there for?
No, it didn't say.
Okay.
But she was kind of suspecting that he's cheating on her, but there's no clear proof, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, unless they're like super buddy. Like my question is, does she know this person, right? Because like I say, like if I have a lady friend and Leia knows her, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go running, but then I would say, hey, I'm gonna stop at so and so's house,
You have to.
right? Like I wouldn't like not say anything. So I guess but I guess she found out eventually because she said her ex-husband. So he must have been doing something.
Okay, so they're divorced now.
Yeah, they're divorced now.
Okay, so yeah, she found out.
So she must have found out. They don't say it in the story, but she must have found out. But it was, so she had a strange feeling about this lady. So that's already,
Yeah.
she already know that before. But then even more stranger now that he goes out for a run and always ends up at her house.
Her house, the old army buddy.
Yeah,
No, thank you for your service.
right. We're going to play taps.
What is taps?
I don't know. Like the ba, ba, ba,
Is that taps?
ba, 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 when somebody dies.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah.
Well, that's it. They played that at the divorce party.
Yeah. I thought he's about to stab her. All right.
Oh, my God.
Ooh.
Where did you go? Go ahead, Ramon.
All right. A couple have been married for 2 weeks, and the husband already wants to cheat in the relationship. But he said so.
Wait, what's up?
What's up?
Why? What's happening?
Well, he says that he hasn't cheated yet, but he kind of like insinuated to her about cheating. And it's 2 weeks into the marriage, and she thought he was joking. You know, she's like, "What are you talking about? What do you mean cheating?" He said, "No, it's just, this guy cheated." But he says his reasoning is that if he cheated, it would make him feel so bad because he would realize that he really loves her, and the cheating would help him love her more.
Do you think that's true?
Hell no! Like, why do you got to do that? Like when I was reading, I was like, that's like the stupidest thing I ever heard. Like cheating is gonna make me love you more. Like, if I love you, why would I cheat on you?
So here's the thing. I think that if you premeditatedly think this, then you obviously want to cheat.
Yeah.
But I definitely I've been somebody that's done this.
That cheated and
then was like, what did I do?
See that? Yeah, exactly. So that's like, I think, like, if say like you have a significant other and you're out on a business trip and you're with the guys and y'all go have some drinks and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna have one more drink, whatever. And then you stay at the bar and then this gorgeous woman sits next to you, starts talking to you. And one thing leads to another, you keep on drinking and then let's not even say you go to bed with her. Let's say you guys end up kissing or whatever, or making out. Like that was, like you said, like it wasn't premeditated. You didn't think that, and it wasn't like, and then you like wake up the next day like, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. Like I would never do that again because I love my wife and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Like I think that's okay, but the fact that I'm telling you, hey, you know what, I'm gonna cheat on you, and I hope it's okay, but don't worry because cheating is gonna make me feel even more in love with you.
So that's where something seems fishy.
Yeah.
You know, Sean says it's been known to work in cases. That's been known to work in cases.
I'm sure it has. I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't see how you can just tell somebody that you're gonna.
Jessica is in the chat, and she says, "Why destroy someone's trust in you?" That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like why? Yeah, like again, the premeditated.
Right, it's premeditated. So you already have in mind that you're gonna do it, and you just making it. You kind of justify it and making her feel like, oh, okay, well, you say so, then he's gonna love me more. Go ahead and cheat if you want to. But if you come home and there's a big mandingo in the bed,
I'm just trying to love you.
I'm just trying to love you more, baby.
I'm trying to love you more, baby.
Trying to love you more.
I mean, that's fair, right?
Right.
I'm trying to love you. Yeah. I am swinging from this gigantic monkey arm.
Right. Right.
From this silverback gorilla.
While he's like breaking the backboard, my legs up in the air. I'm just loving you.
I'm loving you, baby.
Right.
Okay, now do me a favor and grab that lube so I can get some love for you.
Right. And then be like, matter of fact, you can sit there and watch if you want to. See how much I love you.
See how much I love All right, keep it moving.
All right. Well, speaking of not cheating, but somewhat, little threesome, I would say. A young lady by the name of Rebecca Carmichael is a professional ghost guide. And she says that one day she met Rupert, who was a spirit of a Welshman and Revolutionary War soldier from the 1700s. Followed her home from one of her escapades. And basically, he followed her home, and they become good friends and basically start a relationship. A ghost.
Yeah, I'm aware of what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're in a relationship. So, I guess he followed her home. And then at first she was like, whatever. And then they started talking. They became good friends. And then, started a relationship. And so she's dating a ghost. But soon after, she met another young lady called Catherine, who is a fellow spirit social media educator, and they kicked it off. And basically, now they're a threesome. Well, she says that the ghost Rupert said, "Hey, I can only love you from the dead, but she can love you from the from being alive. So it's okay if you guys, date. I wouldn't be jealous." And so they hang out together, all three of them, and they have a threesome. So I wonder who gets the ectoplasm on their face.
Oh my God, busting makes me feel good.
Busting make me feel good.
It really does. Oh man, who gets the ectoplasm?
Man.
Jesus, crossing the streams. Jesus. Yeah, there are a lot of questions here.
Right?
So she met the ghost lady.
Yeah, so the ghost lady met a ghost. I guess she was like doing like, she's a ghost guide. And I guess I don't know what the ghost guide does, but I'm guessing like they would go to a haunted place and show people, there's a ghost here or something, But I guess one of the ghosts probably got attracted to her and followed her home. Because there's no stopping them, right? You can walk through walls.
What's the level of consent for paranormal beings?
Right?
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't know. No means no. And then, no! No!
Can I touch you there?
Can I touch you there? Let me sleep into your crevices.
Oh my God! Now you turned into a vampire.
I know. Well, he was a Welshman. So I don't know how Welsh people.
I think vampire is supposed to be Transylvanian.
Oh, Transylvanian. All right.
Do they all freak together?
It doesn't say, but I'm guessing they probably, a couple glasses of wine, things get a little crazy. I'm sure they do. Well, even though if they did, like, I'm sure the ghost watches, or he doesn't even.
Oh, I'm watching. If
right?
I'm a ghost.
And then even if he joins in,
I'm watching if I'm alive.
How would they even know if he joins in?
Because they both have ghost stuff, right? So they both see him, right?
Yeah.
Do they both see him?
Yeah. I don't know if they see him. I don't know. Do they see these people or do they feel his presence? I wonder what he looks like. Oh, they got a picture of Rupert.
So I wonder what he looks like. You shallow. Your ass is shallow.
He looks like Drago from Rocky.
It's not about looks, okay? It's about their spirit.
Yeah. It's what's inside that counts.
That is.
In his case, what's outside?
I think Jessica just wrote splooge.
Ooh.
All right, man, keep going.
All right. Well, I don't know if this is like a sanctuary for guinea pigs. Were dumbfounded when they discovered that the population that they had, in this doesn't say what it doesn't even say what it is, but I guess they're they have this place where they have guinea pigs in, and they dumbfounded that more guinea pigs kept showing up, and it's like why are these guinea pigs multiplying?
Full grown.
Yeah.
Okay, so not.
Well,
babies.
no, little babies are coming out.
Okay.
Well, it turns out they discovered that a Randy, the guinea pig, snuck into the women's area and impregnated about 100 guinea pigs, and he fathered 400 guinea pigs after. Right? Man, he was mingling with the females before being discovered, so they didn't even know he was in there, and he was in there freaking his ass off.
Shout out to Randy.
Man.
Shout out to Randy. Randito.
Randito, you've been naughty.
All right, I like this one.
Man, he's been like, getting it in.
He really is.
He's now you imagine being a guinea pig. Hey, that's like, I feel jealous of Randy. You imagine you just
one of the other guinea pigs, one of the dude guinea pigs.
No, I say I feel jealous of Randy. Like, imagine like breaking into a place with just nothing but 100 women in there, and
And
they don't
already.
and they already and they don't know you a woman. Well, the people outside don't know you're a woman. I'm pretty sure the guinea pigs knew it.
Oh, they knew it was popping, of
You know.
course.
And you just go in there and pop, pop, pop goes the weasel. The weasel goes pop. And next thing you know, you got 400 kids in there trying to get out. Oh, man. All right. Let's finish off with this one. I had one with a lady.
Had Randy finished off too.
Yeah. Let's see. No, this is not funny. Let's go to this one. All right. Bank robber. Bank robbers go to the bank. He went to a bank, and this is I think this was here somewhere. Went to a bank and gave a note to the teller. It says, "I want 100s. This is a robbery. I want 100s, 50s, and 20s. No die back. No die pack, please.
Hold the die pack.
Yeah, hold the die pack, or I will kill you where you stand."
Okay.
After giving the money, after giving me the money, step back and sit on your hands for 30 seconds. You're being watched. Now, they put the money and they gave him the money. Now, this bank robber must have not read the bank robber's book, on how to rob a bank.
Yeah.
Because he forgot a getaway car.
What?
He forgot to get a getaway car, and lo and behold, what's the next best thing? Wait for the bus.
He did not.
Yes.
He did not wait for a bus.
So he's waiting for a bus. He's at the bus stop waiting for a bus with the bag. Just standing there waiting for a bus, and I guess the cops came in. And they reported, hey, somebody just robbed the bank, and I guess they didn't put a die pack in there, but they did put a tracker. And I guess they had this little thing where you can hit the button and then go, "Tick, tick, tick, tick." You closer, tick, 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 tick. And so they found them 23 minutes later standing at the bus stop, 500 feet from the bank. And he had about $710 within a Aldi shopping bag. So they caught him.
Kept the same bag.
Kept the same. I mean, how brave, how stupid is that? Like, I'm going to rob a bank. All right, don't move. 30 seconds. You're being watched. And let's go stand outside. Look at my venture thing.
Yeah, yes.
The bus says 15 minutes. All right.
He gets on there talking about some, I don't have exact change.
Right. I only got 20s. I should have asked for dollars. Dang it.
And in the same bag, I mean, what he could have easily did was put find a nearby spot, different bag, different, at least a jacket and a hat. He would have found the tracker.
Yeah.
I mean,
he should have and I don't mean to say, not a bank robber, but you get the money. Now you go around the corner. You can go into McDonald's or Burger King or anything like that, even though there's cameras, but you can go into the bathroom or go somewhere where nobody can see you, maybe the alley, switch the bag, put it in your backpack. As a matter of fact, store a backpack somewhere and then go there, switch the money in the backpack. Like you said, put a jacket on, put a hat on, and just keep walking like none of your business.
And just walk.
And you can even go to because like you said, once you pull the money out, you'll probably find the tracker.
Yeah.
And then I would throw the tracker back inside the bank. Even, like walk by the bank and be like, phew.
I mean,
in my different clothes.
I mean, you on some Ocean's 11. I would have just left it wherever the
or I would have put it on somebody else.
I mean, you a G for that too,
right?
Again, you're doing a lot of work.
Or throw it on the bus and keep walking.
Throw it on the bus would have been hot.
Yeah,
found a bus or whatever. You know what I mean?
Get on the bus, drop it, and then get off at the next stop.
But he was on the bus stop, so that meant he would have had to wait.
Oh yeah, he would have had to wait.
So he could have just dropped it at the bus stop and kept walking.
Yeah.
And just walked.
And walked.
Wherever he's going, just walked.
But he wasn't thinking it's true,
Well, one would assume that somebody who's robbing a bank probably isn't the most of intelligent people.
Right.
One would assume. But of course, there are a lot of smart bank robbers, I'm sure. No shade to your bank robbers. But this is so stupid. He didn't even have to use he used bus tracker.
Right.
Yeah, while he had a tracker on him. You know what I'm saying? Like the buses are delayed.
Yeah. He's in there, man. It's gonna be 23 minutes. I'll be all right.
Like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Now, so he robs a bank, goes on to the bus and waits, but not knowing that the only transfer he's going to be making is to prison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he's super screwed.
Man.
I know there's a better joke.
There's
in
a better
there.
joke in there.
There's a better joke in there somewhere. All right. Well, is that how you're going to end? Or
I guess so, because
you don't have nothing a little more juicy.
no. I got one where this lady stuck it to the man, I guess, and she got arrested.
What happened?
Well, she went to get some gas and realized that when you get the gas, if you use your rewards card and you tap it twice, it would automatically turn on the gas pump.
That's tight.
Right? And so she was basically getting gas, and they said she stole more than $27,000 of free fuel.
How did they catch her?
Well, I guess she kept probably going to the same gas
Oh
station.
my god!
But she did. But well, I think this is what happened too. Somebody probably told on her. She sold it. She tried to sell the card. So once she had used the card a couple of times, like a lot of, I think it's like 3. What is it? I didn't say how many months, but $27,000. That's a long time. So I guess she started using it for other people, or friends and stuff, and then she tried to sell the card and say, "Hey, this is a card. Just tap it twice, and then it gives you gas." So eventually, she got arrested, and then she said, after paying $7,500 bond, so that's not that bad. I mean, who knows if she goes to jail?
No, she's going to jail.
But man.
She's actually a hero.
Right? If that happened to me, I'd do the same thing. Like,
what would you do? The same thing?
Right. Keep tapping that thing. Keep it as long as you keep pumping out gas. I think something happened to me like that one time. It wasn't with gas though. It was something that was like it would work, and I was like, oh, if you keep doing this, just keep doing that, or something like that. I can't remember what it was.
This is a horrible story, but I had a buddy who used to work for the CTA, and he gave me one of these school passes, but it was like a test pass, so it had a picture of a building on it, and then where the name was, it said Shushash. And so I was like, yo, man, what happened to the bus driver or whoever sees this pass? He said, look, you say the reason why there's a picture of a building on there is because it's against your religion to put your photo on any documentation like this. And your name right here where it says shish, your name is Shisha Shishish. And then he was like, and after that, don't say shish. Oh my God. Oh my God. Shout out to homie. All right.
There you go.
I think that'll be when it transition us out of there.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. I guess it's time for my part of the news, y'all. Ramon, you know what to do. Let me hear you go.
He's on.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my part of the news. Now, this is very hard-hitting news, very provocative news, very critically disclaimed news. And I don't go to any news source, no. I don't go to MSNBC. I don't go to CNN. I don't go to ABC, D, E, F, G. I go to one place and one place only, and that's WorldStarHipHop.com.
World Star.
Let's get into it. For all the people listening. All right, let's see how these ones go. A woman claims that she has the best fellatio ever.
Ooh.
And says she loves when the skeet gets on her face. She also says she gives the best foot job and loves it when the skeet get on her feet. Now, there's nothing like a woman that has a great sexual favorites and another one in tow.
That's interesting. A feet job.
Yes. Another one in tow. Moving right along. Multiple women, bunch of friends, they fight each other on a vacation, revealing titties and losing wigs. It's interesting, though. Interestingly enough, they say that holiday is the best time to let your hair down and start tripping. Now, look, Ramon. These people were friends. Okay, so I'm on vacation. So I'm hoping this was the last resort. All right, fine.
Clever.
Yeah, whatever. I thought it was okay. How about this one? Rapper or former rapper Benny Siegel confesses that when you are locked up, at least where he was locked up at, there are people there who will knock you out and suck you off. Okay, Ramon, just be ready, okay? Now, even though I believe that Benny Siegel has already served his time and been well arrested, he should have kept that to himself. That's right. He still has the right to remain silent. I mean,
why would he say that?
Exactly.
First of all, you're admitting two things. First, you're admitting you got knocked out.
I don't think he was saying it was him.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Why would he say it?
That combo is horrible.
Yeah, he got knocked out, and then some dude sucked him off while he was knocked out cold.
All right. Was he the one knocking and sucking, or was he the one?
Oh, wait. Or was he the one knocking out and sucking people off?
Oh, my God.
Man.
Siegel, y'all.
Siegel.
Oh my goodness!
Dang.
And that's it brings a whole new meaning to the term or to the phrase he used in one of his breakout singles, which was "I spit the truth."
Yeah, after he done sucked it off.
Oh my God! The Sean Chantel says that Benny Siegel's announcement was for people sagging their pants.
There you go. That's what he said. Or that's what
that's what Sean said. Okay, Petey.
Man.
All right, closing out. Documented idiocy. A woman, whilst on DoorDash, dropping off an order, finds out that her boyfriend is cheating on her. That's right. She's at another woman's house, or he's at another woman's house. And right then and there, she broke up with him. She gave him the shaft. Now, this might be, and I understand why she would do that. Because, this delivery driver has already received the tip. Oh, my God. I knew this was going to be one of those broadcasts. That'll do it for me, and that'll do it for the news. A little news something we like to call You May Have. You may have heard and you may have not. Coming up later, we're going to hit y'all off with the Alchemon hookup where we salute essential workers giving us our essential needs. But before all that, we're going to hit y'all off with some of this music. Ramon, hit it with the end of that crap.
If you want to find us on Facebook, we're in the Bad Waves Remix. You can find us on Instagram under Bad Waves Comedy. You can watch us live on YouTube right now. Get in the chat, talking some shit to Daniel with the bastards. Because I knocked you out, but I won't suck you off.
Talk some shit, Nathaniel, with the bastards. You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. Once again, we are going to break your love.
Squad. Yeah. Jay White. Hitman. I'm bringing all the action, bringing all the heat. Don't get it for my people, do it for the streets. We the wave now. Been on it since I came up from the way down. I'm bringing all the action, bringing all the heat. Go get it for my people, do it for the streets. We the wave now. Been on it since I came up from the way down. Started from the bottom, you gon' think I'm Drizzy. Only person from my city, never counterfeited. Always real, gotta keep it 100. Or you gon' catch all of these rounds, about 100. I'm styling, I'm flexing, I'm first up. They hate it, no giving up. They was never rockin' with me. Grew up on Nas and 50. M and Dre, DMX, that's why my bar's so gritty. Yeah. Me and my fans, yeah, we airtight. Someone like me, that's a rare type. You against my bros, ain't a fair fight. I never catch a L, that's a rare sight. I'm bringing all the action, bringing all the heat. Go get it for my people, do it for the streets. We the wave now. Been on it since I came up from the way down. I'm bringing all the action, bringing all the
money got me feeling like a crack addict. Shoebox full of cash stashed in my dad's attic. Painted, grew up, never hit that. Brand new whip, I had to crash it. Burn the wood until it's on its last ashes. They can't stop me unless they put me in a casket. My passion's everlasting. I'm way too close, need to grasp it. Hitman, assassin, I ain't got time for laughing. Shout out to my OGs, locked up or deported. The ones that still working and the ones I'm mourning. Any day can be your last, God don't give us warnings. I just started up my fire, I won't finish burning. I'm bringing all the action, bringing all the heat. Don't get it for my people, do it for the streets. We the wave now. Been on it since I came up from the way down. I'm bringing all the action, bringing all the heat. Go get it for my people, do it for the streets. We the wave now. Been on it since I came up from the way down.
If you don't know, now you do. You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4.org. Beloved gang, baby.
So cool. Will I ever be? You're so cool. Maybe one day. You're so cool. You're so cool.
Hey, yo, what's good? This is Savant, Sound of Kanai, and y'all about to get broken off with another one of my joints right here on Bad Waves Radio, 1680 AM, Q4.org. Beloved gang, we see y'all. What's good, Warren?
Go.
MCs waste 16 bars like America waste water. Well, I value my giving bars like I value Julie's daughter. True to order, truly an author, a fire starter, a mic sparker, savant's been immersed in fire water. That's right. Bathed in the blood of whack MCs that I've slaughtered. Lyrically tap dance on tracks manned by Henley Varner. It's a tall order to come against this rhyme bomber. Even taller of an order, resisting this chocolate trauma. Ask Miss Martin. Despite the glares that I might garner, I rip mics and flip rhymes like passes flung by Carson Palmer. MCs are goners, beat them all like they fathers should have done. Speaking on shit they've never owned and shit they've never even done. They've never even dreamed of seeing first person, son. They've seen on TV or perceived through big pun. From Biggie's vivid writtens and from Pac's exquisite visions. From legends' lips, mic levels ripped as verbal webs were spun. That's right. Read between the lines. Read beneath the rhymes. See into the eyes of one who vows to shine through beats, mics, and rhymes. Dive into the words where the lines are no longer blurred. Let your ear be spurred and witness skills superb. The illest you've never heard. Illest you've never heard. What if an MC from the shy that was ill, sans a deal, linked with a sick producer out of the A? Except unfortunately you'd never heard of either, though the product was like ether. And between them neither even cared to receive radio play. With the same frame of mind to turn back the hands of time, to the days that KRS blessed mics and verity shine. To the days when MCing didn't demean carrying nines. The days when this craft gleamed and deemed poets divine. Styles ranged from spoken word, prosaic and span kid, all the way to blazing surges. Lyrical avalanches, outlandish, far beyond anything ever imagined, enhancing listener senses in a manner of ill semantics. Sigh of relief being released, spanning the transatlantic as we clear the streets of the beast that seems to leave this art stagnant. Me and my mans is planning to advance and reestablish. Feasting victuals to supplant this recent famine. Read between the lines. Read beneath the rhymes. See into the eyes of one who vows to shine through beats, mics, and rhymes. Dive into the words where the lines are no longer blurred. Let your ear be spurred and witness skills superb. The illest you've never heard. Illest you've never heard. Now I listen, to simulate my mind's vision. Via imminent written spit over intricate rhythms. Emulate the vibes given. Reminisce of rhymes drifting through the night while I sit in. Let an ear to high proficiency. Now you listen to the musicians while I infuse in this the essence of true spitting. So true the boots shifting, so true non-use feel this. So true that it behooves you all to move like you've missed it. Recoup this music business. Remove those who did. Restore this jewel's glisten, resume her beautiful vision, and tend to the bruises given. Reform the tunes, ending crush these whack stew pigeons. This flower we've groomed, let it bloom, we soon witness. This flower we've groomed, let it bloom, we soon witness. This flower I groom, I pray her bloom, I soon witness. Read between the lines. Read beneath the rhymes. See into the eyes of one who vows to shine through beats, mics, and rhymes. Dive into the words where the lines are no longer blurred. Let your ear be spurred and witness skills superb. The illest you've never heard.
Hey, what's up? This is Whitney Ty from Los Angeles, and you are about to hear one of my songs on Bad Waves Radio, only on Q4.org.
can't break free. The water owns me, carried out to sea. All the imperfections, drifting towards nothing and no one. Only enemy was my own reflection. She's gone now, new direction. I'm wondering why won't you pull me out to safety? Do you not see? Struggling hard, just maybe you'll come and rescue me. I'm wondering why won't you pull me out to safety? Do you not see? Struggling hard, just maybe. Ooh, that the hero is just me. All this time, I thought the hero was you. Yeah, but I was wrong. It was me. It was always me.
You're listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4.org. Beloved gang, baby.
Pop, pop, we dropping bodies. It's a stick up your punk ass. And we about to stick your ass up. But before we do, Ramon about to stick your ass up with what we just heard.
All right, we started that block off with wait, what did we start off with?
You know, you were paying attention.
Bass Race? No, we didn't. Hitman.
That's
right. With We the Wave.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went into Bass Race, or Bass Race.
Yep.
I keep saying Bass. Spelled the same.
It really is.
You're
You're not illiterate.
Yeah, Bass Race. I can imagine a bunch of fish going around. Bass. Hey, yo, cool.
Oh, my God.
Bass Race with Cool. That was a cool song.
I love that song. I love that song. I love that band.
Yeah.
I think Laura said they got some more stuff, so
Yeah.
hopefully they hook us up because that I just love their sound.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
It's good.
All right, keep going.
All right, we went into Savant Dos Equis, a.k.a. Winston Slimston Churchill.
Yes.
Illest You Ever Heard. And then we finished that off with Whitney Ty, Underwater. Underwater.
Zello. Won't you pull me into safety? Or would you like to see me struggling hard? Just maybe the hero was just me.
There you go.
Hello, Whitney. We heard the bell when you walked in. Even if your music sounds like it can underscore any Oscar-winning movie,
Yes.
it's still not safe from this board where we pull out our utensils. What do we do with these utensils, Ramon?
We slice and dice and cut it up.
Chop for the choppy chop. You are not safe whether you're on land or underwater at La Butcher. Sing, 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 sing. Whitney, you deserve to have your music chopped up with us.
It's a privilege.
It's a privilege. Yo, shout out to Whitney Ty. Whitney Ty is another artist who has no problem packing up a box full of materials and things to send to us and say thank you for playing my music. No, Whitney, thank you for rocking with us.
Yeah.
Like it's more than an honor to be able to showcase this music.
She says you're a vinyl too, right? Or something like that?
CDs.
CDs.
Yeah, CDs. Yeah, so big up to her, man. Big up to everybody who's showing love.
Respect.
Big up to people that give us tickets to their shows.
Yeah.
Respect.
Big up to the major companies that respect this little silly ass radio show.
Yeah.
Respect.
Big up to the people that let us bring our funky asses in this building every week.
Respect.
Big up to everybody that tunes into this mess.
Respect.
Big up to everybody that watches this ignorant ass scream.
Respect.
And big up to any young lady that wants to ride me wave.
Respect.
Peel up for the choppy chop.
That's right. All right, now that I've completely grossed people out, it is time for the Hakaman hookup, where we salute essential workers giving us our essential needs.
I put people on, understand? Streets was happy. Everybody could eat.
Now these shout outs and salutes aren't just for the young ladies who are delivering food and randomly find that their boyfriends is actually the one eating out Uberly. Who are they for?
Now, these shout-outs and salutes aren't just for those bank robbers who rob a bank and don't have a car, stand at the bus stop, get caught, turns to realize that the only reason they stole the money from the bank was to get their car fixed.
Oh! Word to Gary Oldman, I will mention to Wood Harris. And with today's shout-out salute is our very own Mr. Goodyear, and that is Ramon the Savage Slayer Smith, a.k.a. Don't Stop Moaning. Come on, Moaning! I said no!
All right.
Hit them, Moaning.
So today, at least with our broadcast, will be the last time that we will talk about women. No, I don't mean that way. But so Women's International Month, or has been going on, and I thought for a close, we would say support women-owned businesses, right? Like go to a women-owned business and support women. So one of the things I picked out was this restaurant called Mi Tocaya Antojeria, which is in Logan Square. It's owned by a young lady named Diana Davila. And so here's a description. It says, dig into Diana Davila's peanut butter and language.
Oh, my God. I don't know why. I'm so sorry. Bro, I am so sorry. I did not mean to do that. Go ahead.
No, but
Go ahead.
I just realized when I read it out loud. But look,
dig into her what?
It gets even worse because it's like dig into Diana Davila's peanut butter and lengua antojito. So lengua is tongue.
Dig into her. Okay, go
so
ahead.
dig into her peanut butter and tongue. Or smoke beer can chicken tacos and transport yourself to summer spent in Mexico. Mi Tocaya's cuisine is fueled by deep connection by the James Beard nominated chef heritage. She says Mi Tocaya Antojeria is a neighborhood Mexican restaurant from acclaimed chef Diana Davila. Through food and drink, guests will be invited to share Diana Davila's cherished memories of her summers and extensive travels throughout Mexico. You can find that throughout the composed menu features a progression of small, medium, and large plates of favorite lesser-known regional specialties and completely new dishes. So if you get a chance, they're located in Logan Square, 2800 West Logan Boulevard in Logan Square. You can check out their website, mitokaya.com, and, let us know how I think I might go there.
Yeah, go ahead and dig into it.
I'm going to dig into her peanut butter.
What is this woman's name?
Diana Davila.
Diana Davila. So to Diana Davila, we say
salute, 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 salute.
Respect.
All right, that'll do it for the Hakaman hookup. Oh my God, we salute essential workers giving us our essential needs.
I put people on, understand? Streets is happy. Everybody could eat.
Now these shout outs and salutes aren't just for people looking to find memories of Diana Davilas to dig into. Who are they for?
Now these shout outs and salutes aren't just for those dog lovers who They dig into peanut butter.
Uh,
I know. I went left field over there.
digging her peanut butt.
Yo!
Her.
Everyone.
Words to Gary Oldman, honorable mention to Wood Harris. When we come back, we're going to go into the ins and outs, relationship advice. We crack open the novel of one of our love lives and realize that there's plenty of butter to dig into.
Yeah.
But before all that, we're going to dig into some of the deep layers of this peanuts. I mean, this music. Ramon, hit him with the internet crabola.
Hey, if you're gonna find us on Instagram, we're under Bad Waves Comedy. You can watch us. You can follow us on Facebook under Bad Waves Remix. You can watch us live right now on YouTube. You can get in the chat if you have any romance questions. I'm sure there'll be some in there. You can talk some shit to the bastards with your peanut butter in hand.
You are listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. Now, and I hate doing this.
Yeah.
I hate stopping my own thought to say what I'm about to say. But this next song, I'm so geeked up about. More Stephen Voice. Stephen Voice, ladies and gentlemen, will be the one to... Wait, no, are we... Get the blicky up.
get the
Thank
blicky
you.
up.
We are... Stephen Voice will be the one to... Get the blicky up!
Last night, I put my dancing shoes on and saw your eyes looking across the room. You, how you gonna look this good? Said you, got me feeling in that mood. I like the way, I like the way, I like the way you are. I like the way, I'll ride the wave, I like the way you funk me up with your love. This time we celebrate this new season. No box, we pass exceptions erasing to play it day by day, moving on and feel freedom. A night of light, led by too many trees. I like the way, I like the way, I like the way you are. I like the way, I'll ride the wave, I like the way you funk me up with your love. Funk me up with your love. I think that I have a dream that you and I could be more than strangers, more than strangers, just for the night, just for the night. Going as can all last forever. Funk me up with your love. This moment of our life. Funk me up with your love. But right now we're together. Funk me up with your love. Even if it's just for the night. Funk me up with your love. Even if it's just for the night. I think that I have a dream that you and I could be more than strangers, more than strangers, just for the night, just for the night. Going out and funk me up with your love. Going out and funk me up with your love. 'Cause right now we're together. Even if it's just for the night. I think that I have a dream. You and I could be more than strangers. Just for the night.
Hello everyone, I'm Kaki from Udaipur, India, and you are about to hear one of my songs right here on Bed Waves, only on Q4 Radio.
Yeah, go, go, shout it, ba-ba-dum-ba, ba-ba-dum-bum-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-dum-ba, ba-ba-dum. Can you beat that Michael? Got her own respect, mind your own business, can't handle. Bitches got some audacity, no responsibility, name spirituality, superficiality. I just got one thing to say, go, 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 shout it. So hot, Michael, take shit from nobody. Ba-ba-dum-ba, ba-ba-dum-bum-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Don't wanna be an idol and prove it more honest. Bitches don't wanna be her enemy, could only envy. Of jealousy, jealousy. Michael, put in the work, you follow on. Don't be a motherfucking jerk, you won't carry on. She got the talk, she got the money, she got no fuck to give. Don't think it's funny. But when I see she's doing okay, she don't need your worry, acting like a cliche. She going pa-pa-dum-ba, pa-pa-dum-bum-ba, pa-pa-pa-pa-dum-ba, pa-pa-dum.
Okay, I'm ready for a girl, pretty nasty bitch. And I'm running on a one track, so I disorder. I can let you watch you want it if you know my name, embarrass it. Better watch out these birds, cause I came across a liver. I can take it, chop. Cocky, she's amazing, have a boob and I can rock it, chop. Then we make it, butterfly. Fact, I believe in we can fly, or illuminate. The world, no man, and that's a very safe. Pick the black bird, picking from the next stop. You can join my verses, it's you come to pay, yo. I don't think about the money, but it's payback. We are not doing anything like cliche. Okay, I'm at it too. 다르고 번역해 들어봤 때도 다른 놈. Fact check my profile, you never know.
If you ain't up on things, Itchy mobbing in the slang and beloved's the gang. And before we move any further, Ramon and I got to tell you what you just heard. We kicked that, what I call the romance block off, with Stephen Voice. And it's actually featuring a young lady on there too. I can't remember. I know her first name is Zaynab. I always thought that was a pretty name, Zaynab.
Zaynab.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's interesting. I had someone get me an Uber one time named Zaynab, and I got into the Uber, and the woman turned around. She was like, Zaynab? I was like, hey, it's not like that. Very salty. But the song is called Funk Me Up With Your Love.
Funk Me Up
With Your Love. All right. Man, shout out to Stephen Voice. He laced us up, too.
That's a good line to go up to somebody and be like, hey, I'm wishing one day you and I would be more than strangers.
More than strangers, more. All right. All right. That is hot. Yeah, man, this guy's got some great stuff, like and pretty solid loyal following. So shout out to him for rocking with us the way he's been rocking with us. Again, he sent us a whole bunch of stuff, and
Respect. It's all good. It's all good.
I mean, the brother can't miss. All right, he on Frank Joshua level.
Yeah.
Can't miss. All right, hit us off.
We went into Hemadanji, a.k.a.
The Cocky Singer.
With My Girl.
Yo, shout out to Hema, of course. Hema has been rocking with us for a long time, too, so shout out to Hema as well. Respect. All right, it is time for the ins and outs, relationship advice, where we crack open that novel of one of our love lives and realize that person that you're having sex with, you're now more than strangers. More. All right. And then you funked each other up with your love.
Yeah.
Especially depending on whatever activities that you did that led up to it. So this is the part where we take questions from Ramon's very loyal friends, the Turtle Club. We can't take them from mine because my friends don't care about me. And then, and we also go to the chat where people can ask questions live.
Yeah.
Right on air. And has sometimes completely derailed what this broadcast was supposed to be, but hey, that's the name of the game, baby. We playing interactive. You know what I'm saying, big dog? So yeah, if you can't take the heat, then you probably should turn off them ramen. All right, Ramon, hit us off, daddy.
All right. Well, the Turtle Club failed me today.
Really?
Yeah. You
don't have any leftovers?
No. Somebody said, I asked, hey, send any questions, and one said, did you ask my question about pegging? And I said, yeah, we did.
Of course we asked.
Yeah, we did.
We definitely answered that one.
Yeah.
That's what most people want to know.
Yeah. In a relationship.
All right, so we can go.
So we can go straight to the chat.
Mm-hmm.
First question from the chat. Sean Chantel says, wait, who holds butter? No.
Got that butter.
Got that butter.
You holding? It's from Paid in Full.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, yes. The guy who was playing, this is probably definitely off the subject, but a guy who's playing an undercover officer walked up to the drug dealer guy, and he was like, hey, I heard you got that butter. You holding? What?
Just like a cop.
I'm just standing outside holding butter.
Right.
Huh? And it's like, who holds butter?
Right.
Yes, and shout out to Allison Young. Is that her last name? Allison Unger. Shout out to Allison Unger because it was something about it. There was a post about butter or something, and it was like holding butter, something. And her response was, "Who holds butter?" and I looked at that and I responded with, "Exactly. Who's standing outside with butter?" All right. What was Sean's question?
All right. Sean's first question says, when dating, does a woman with only one parent look less appealing than a woman with both parents that are still married, and why?
What's going on over there, Sean? Why are you asking such good questions recently? That's such a good question. That is such a good question. I'm not saying you don't always ask good questions, but that right there, that's a solid question. What do you think?
So I think I'm gonna go out, no, in my opinion, I think a woman with two parents probably looks more appealing than a woman with one parent. Depending on what parent she has, because like if she grew up with her mom, and I'm not judging or I'm not saying that I know, I'm just thinking,
we don't know anything.
I don't know anything. We'll probably be a little more jaded of seeing why. I don't mean to use the word jaded, but like her point of view of life will be different, as if like her dad left, and a man, she would probably be looking for something to replace that dad being gone, and it might not be as good of a relationship as it would be as if a married couple where she has an image of her dad in a certain way and looking for a man who stands up to her dad.
So looking for like a dad, not a dad replacement, but
Yeah, daddy issues.
Yeah,
like
so
if her dad's
she
gone,
might
they
have
probably got daddy issues. But if the dad is there and the parents are married, then she's looking for a guy who either better than her dad or is like her dad.
Now, you don't think that would be the same if he was still there? Because it's like, oh, well, my daddy has always been here for me. Can you be like that?
Well, no, because I think women who have daddy issues, they don't look, they keep jumping from man. I mean, I've seen friends who had daddy issues, and they don't. I feel like they look for, like they're trying to fix a man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they'll look for like the worst dude, and then try to fix him. You know, instead of like looking for a guy who, you know, who have high standards. And some, like I say, I got high standards. I saw how my dad treated my mom, and how their relationship. And this is
all right, just spitballing.
Spitballing. It was a good relationship. You know, the marriage was a good, or is a good marriage. And then we'll see those standards that my dad held up with my mom. Mm-hmm. So I want somebody who's going to hold up to those standards. You know, and I'm not going to mess around with some regular Joe. But I think, like I said before, I've seen women who would date some, you know, whatever dude, and I'm gonna try to fix him. You know, he's you know, he only hits me on Wednesdays, but
We'll do it live.
You know,
We'll do it live.
but I'm gonna. So I think yeah, I think it's. He said when dating with only one parent. Yeah, so I think a woman with one parent would probably, and I think that all depends on also what parent she grew up with too.
So you know, to try to stay on what he's asking. So who's more appealing to you?
I would say like a woman who was in a marriage with, you know, who grew up with two people married.
Why is that?
Well, like I said, like the family values are probably more, and I'm not putting down the woman with the single mom.
Of course not.
But what I'm saying is like her values are probably a higher standard than somebody who grew up with a single mom. And then sometimes like a single mom may have to work and may not be at home, and that young lady may go take a different path in life, you know, do some things that she ain't supposed to be doing because nobody's watching. And so by the time she gets time to,
of course, you would take such a like wholesome question and turn it into whatever this is. Look, all right.
What do you think? You think? Does it matter?
Does it matter? I mean, it probably definitely does.
Yeah.
You know, first of all, let me make sure to answer this question.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think that a woman that has both parents in the home is more appealing than a woman who grew up in a single household, regardless if it was with a mom or a dad or whatever. Now, with that being said, shout out to Jessica. Thanks for being here. She said she's leaving. Thank you for giving a damn to say anything in the chat. Now, with that being said, I think a woman that has both parents in the house is more appealing because she already has that family dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she believes and understands that it could work.
Yeah.
As opposed to someone who has a background of being like, oh, when I grew up, it didn't work.
Right.
You know, I know men right now who are like, oh, I don't want to get married because of what they saw.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's not, honestly, this isn't just a woman or man thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just a person thing. So people that have that in their home believes that this can happen and it can happen for them.
Right.
As opposed to those who don't have it are just like, yo, man, it ain't work for my parents. It ain't gonna work for me. Who knows?
Right. And then it just don't care as much as or probably don't even put more effort into it as but you know what, I do, even with two parents. Like I knew this lady or this friend who her husband grew up in a 2-parent home, but her dad was like, get home, where's my food, I'm gonna eat and I'm going to watch TV, and then let the mom do everything. And you know, it was one of those.
Well, of course, none of these answers are cut and dry.
No, yeah,
know.
but and so he grew up seeing that, and that's how he is with her.
Oof.
So she complains. She would complain about it. She's like, "How's the dude don't do nothing?" But that's how he grew up. So in his eyes, that's what. And so that's what I was. It can always turn. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be good all the time, but it's more, like you said, it's more appealing. Somebody who's got some structure than somebody who probably doesn't have much structure.
Sean Chantel says, "Preach, Moni." You know, he don't like when you be cooking.
I know,
because sometimes you be putting too much salt in there. But now you're right. You're absolutely right. And I'm gonna tell you what's interesting. And I guess this isn't that interesting, but sometimes when I meet young ladies and they find out that for like the better part of my childhood, I was in a single parent home with my dad.
Yeah.
And a lot of women like that.
Mm.
And a lot of women will say, "Oh, it makes sense why you do X, Y, Z the way you do X, Y, Z."
Right.
You know, because you just had this like dude
Right.
influence. So a lot of times, it does speak to the behavior that we were raised with.
Yeah.
Does speak to the behavior that we end up holding on to for the rest of our
Yeah,
lives.
yeah. I mean, I grew up with my mom, so I can tell. Now I'm older, I can tell like certain things. Like, man, I got some tendencies from my mom.
That's why you in the house always cooking.
Yeah, barefoot.
Oh my God. He said pre-assembled.
Pre-assembled.
Hey, so let's move on to his next question.
All right. When dating, which side do you think is more traditional still in today's world, men or women, and why? It's a good one. I'm gonna say men.
I knew you would.
Men are more traditional.
I knew you would. Why would you say that? You misogynist.
Misogynist. Bigot. I'm gonna say men because, well, nowadays and with the woke thing and all that stuff, like women are and big up to them. My hat goes off to them. I think are becoming more independent, and they're like, oh, I don't need a man.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need, and they I guess figuring out they don't need a man to fulfill their lives, and to each his own, right? But I think men haven't changed in the sense of how they probably view being, because like I know, like when women are young, supposedly their dream is to like get married and Prince Charming is gonna show up. But now in the woke movement, everybody's like, screw Prince Charming. Why I gotta be Prince Charming? Why can't it be me? Or why can't it be a princess? Or, whatever you choose. But I think men keep it, I want a good wife, and I want respect from this person. And I want somebody who I can provide for, and somebody I can, come home to and conversate, whatever. It kind of still like traditional, and then which is, I'm not gonna even go that way, but yeah, I think men. I'm gonna say men.
Now let me reach in that peanut butter and dig out something that
some lengua.
Something I found very interesting that you just said. Right now, with the way a lot of propaganda is coming out, it's like you don't need a man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you watch people who say that they do need a man get belittled
right.
by other people who say, well, what's wrong with you? Why are you thinking that way?
Right.
You need to be focused on yourself and your career. You can have kids later, or you can blah, 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 X, Y, Z. A lot of people are getting shamed
yeah.
for having those same values. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to put too much business out in the street, but I remember one time I was in a relationship and was messing around, and some young ladies heard me talking to the girl I was talking to. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're going to say, we're about to get off the phone. And I was like, you gonna say it? You gonna say something? And the girl's like in the background, like, no, don't say it, girl. Don't say it. Make him say it first. And then she was like, I love you. And I was like, oh, and then she was on speaker.
Yeah.
And they were all like, ah. And I was like, I love you too. Well, my thing was like, what's wrong with having love for your partner, your man?
Yeah.
And I asked them that afterwards, and they were just like, well, as a man, we don't have to tell you we love you first. I'm like, no, you don't have to.
But if you love somebody, that's the whole period. Like, who cares who says it first?
Why does it have to be combative?
Right, exactly.
Like, why do we have to be combative?
I think what happens is, like, a lot of these people are like people who put the propaganda out are coming from experiences that they had, and they're like just kind of pissed off about it, and expect everybody else to be pissed off about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe.
Like why ain't you reacting like I'm reacting? Why aren't you, and if you don't, then you ain't,
Well, we speak about that all the time.
Yeah, and it's like, well, but then it comes to, like you said, it comes to a point where the person who probably is traditional starts to like, okay, well, maybe I should be like this because I'm getting badgered, I'm getting, beat up by this other person who says I shouldn't be like that.
Right, getting bullied.
Yeah, I'm getting bullied basically,
Yeah.
and so I don't want to be bullied, so I'm just gonna go over here and like, yeah, I agree too, but it don't necessarily actually agree, It's kind of crazy.
What and what else is interesting is that you hear more women say I don't need a man
Yeah,
than you hear men saying I don't need a woman.
yeah, I need a woman.
I do as well.
Yeah,
But like
I
that
admit it. I need a woman, and I'm glad I have a woman.
and that is why men are more traditional.
Yeah,
It's that cut and dry, that simple. You can poll men and women, and I think I've seen something like this online where they asked a bunch of women, "Do you need a man?" Nope, 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 nope,
Right.
nope, nope. Do you need a woman? Men. Yep, 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 yep,
Yeah.
yep. That is a traditional thinking.
because I think one of the things is that, and I'm not talking. I don't know because I don't know. I'm just I want to make sure people think that like you bigot or you masochist or I mean not masochist or you
Narcissist.
misogynist,
Misogynist.
misogynistic
Narcissist, bigot.
You should go back to the Stone Ages where you came from.
Yeah, they're not playing out here.
Yeah, and so I think I forgot what I was gonna say.
Buzzwords, baby.
What was I talking about?
Yeah. I know you got buzzwords.
I know I got buzzworded. I got dang. It was oh man.
Come on, big dog.
I forgot. What were we talking about? The girls not needing a man. Oh,
yeah.
So I think what happened was that maybe for a long time, and maybe I don't know why. Maybe society had the blame for it, but women identified on who you were married to and what family you had, and so now I feel like they say, well, I don't need that to identify who I am, But you can still identify who you are and be your independent self, and still depend on your mate, because it's a relationship, it's a partnership, it's a So it's not like he's the boss of you,
No.
Or he's like you're not so and so's wife, And I think that's maybe how they saw it before. Oh, this is so and so's wife.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, this is so and so, she's married to this dude. So I don't know. I think that's probably one of the things that kind of pushed them to that edge.
Well, it's so easy to get put into push into the ideology of I'm not your property.
Yeah.
Because you're not necessarily valued. You're not actually looked at as a man as this one's husband.
Right.
And my dad, there was an interesting story that my dad and his wife had where somebody said to him like, "Oh, you're her husband," and then she was like, "Oh, well, yes, we're together, blah 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 blah." And I think my dad said something to the effect of, "Oh, I don't mind being Mrs. her name." He didn't mind,
right?
You know what I mean? Because my dad didn't look at it like that,
right?
And it's interesting, because like that old school way of thinking, like just because y'all think this way,
right,
doesn't mean I'ma think this way. And in fact, if you want to call me Mr. Insert her name, then I'm fine with it too. I don't care.
Yeah.
But we've gone so far from that thinking of us being able to just be okay with understanding that we don't have to all think the same.
Yeah. No.
And that is why this dating stuff is messed up. Like, that's why dating is so trash right now, because people are so focused on being combative.
Yeah.
And it's not just women.
Right.
Don't get it twisted. Men are out here doing the
Yeah.
exact same thing. You know what I mean?
You know what? It reminds me of sometimes, in the comedy world, you hear like stories and stuff, and people are like jealous and mad at each other and stuff. I'm like, dude, we're just telling jokes. You know what I mean? Like, we're making people laugh. How is it making people laugh, creating all these conflicts? So how is, like, because we all just want to be loved, right? So how is me finding somebody who's going to love me and I'm going to love them, and the chemistry and the things that the affection and all that stuff become, like you said, so combative, and who gives who, or who says what first, or who should apologize to who, or who should, it's like, dude, if we just love each other, everything will be fine. And just forget everything else, forget all the noise, and be like, you know what? I want a dude who's gonna tell me he loves me first, or I want to tell a guy I love him first, or I want to do, I want to be, I want to treat my man like he's a king, or I want to treat my woman like she's a queen. without somebody saying, well, why you got to treat him like a king? How come he can't treat,
Oh, you're a simp for treating her like a queen.
Yeah. And so you're going to miss out on your happiness because somebody else said something. And they're miserable, obviously, because, why they were concerned about what you're doing,
And at the end of the day, we need to understand, and this is a conversation we can have off mic, but people need to understand that your relationship is your relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, regardless of what that person thinks,
Right.
thinks, regardless of what all society thinks, are you going to be happy together or, happy together for the reasons that you are together?
Right.
Or are you going to be happy apart for the reasons that everybody else has that you should be apart?
Right. Because it's like, and I don't mean to catch you that with that, but.
I was about to stop the segment.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Because, yeah, exactly. Because it's like really, I don't know, sometimes when people make fun, like, you whatever, you pee-whipped, you're going to stay home with your girl, she ain't going to let you go out,
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I want to spend time with a woman. Like, why would I go out with a bunch of dudes?
All right.
You looking for the same thing I already got. So why are you going to criticize me? Because I'd rather stay home with her or do something with her than go do something with you. Like, come on.
That's right. So ladies, it doesn't mean that you are being subservient because you want to love your man. Men, it does not mean that you are whipped because you'd rather spend time with your woman instead of a bunch of nasty dudes out in the club. Hey, yo, that'll do it for the ins and outs. Relationship advice. So we crack open a novel of one of our love lives and accidentally, we've been doing this for months, accidentally started talking like grown-ups.
Grown-ups, right?
Yeah, that is not what people come here for. Farts. All right, we have come to the end of our broadcast, which is relatively ending on time today. So we're going to go around this table for these final thoughts and outros. Ramon, what do you got over there, Big Dog?
This is your Brain on Beer comedy show. Will be March 30th. You got to wait to get your tickets. Get them now. They're selling. I got one sold so far. No, I was kidding. Last month was sold out. You can get it at MrAndMrsSmithComedy.com. Or you can go to Eventbrite. This is your Brain on Beer comedy show. You'll see comics do 2 sets, 1 set sober, another one drunk. And then you can get to choose who is the funniest comic. So come out and check us out at Midwest Coast Brewery, 2137 West Walnut Street. 8 p.m. show.
Great. You can catch me. You can
catch me at the bus stop.
Right. You can catch me at the bus stop. I was about to say something else, but I stopped myself. Yeah, you can catch me on the bus stop. I'm not in any shows.
You can catch me digging in somebody's peanut butter.
I always, you know what, man, shout out to people like Ramon and all my other friends who are producing shows. That's great that you guys are doing shows. I remember when I was producing shows and I would throw y'all in them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hey, you're more than welcome.
Sure. Sure, buddy. That's fine.
That's what I was going to say. Hold my tongue. Yeah.
Hold your tongue. Big dog.
Hey, man.
Don't worry. I'm going to get some revenge on all y'all. Well, watch. Yeah, I don't want to hear Warren. Can I play? Warren, can I do? Trust me, when I get this sweet revenge, Ramon, all I'm going to say is, you here with me in here, and I'm glad that you're here. Okay, and then we're gonna keep this like this. But everybody else, don't ask me to play or be in nothing.
Right.
Nothing, because I see how y'all are right now, and it is all good. Let's just keep this same energy. Yeah. I'm not bitter at all that when I was producing stuff that was paying this and that, I was out here spreading the love.
Yeah. I guarantee. I can. How you say? I can confirm that.
Okay, we was doing shows with pack houses, getting money, and partying good. When old Warren was producing multiple shows.
When the cows were fat.
Oh man, it was a beautiful time. But don't you worry. Don't you worry. I swear, I'm gonna try to get up in this kitchen and brew something up. I don't want to hear nothing. Nothing. I swear on my soul. With that being said, buy my book, Bound by Loyalty, phoenixtown.com, PHYNIXTOWN.com. It's over there, and it's called Bound by Loyalty. If you don't want to buy it, just look at the stupid pictures and stuff that the wonderful people at the Fleeks Group have put together and hooked up. My final thought of the day is, now this might be hard for some people, but why don't you attempt to root for someone else's happiness?
Yeah.
A lot of times we shun people's happiness. I don't know if you know this. People do this. I know there's a gentleman at the place that I work at. You know, sometimes he'll say something some real smart mouth stuff. He's like, oh, that's right. Warren's not here on Thursdays. Yeah, he's a disc jockey. Ha 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 ha. Bro, what? Hey, yo, like I be wanting to say stuff to do like, yo, man, before you ever even worked here, I've been doing whatever I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's not cute what you're doing. That's
Right.
that's not funny what you're doing. Just yesterday he was like, "Go have fun." Ha ha. Yo, my man, that's not cute or funny what you're doing. Because let me tell you, I love taking care of the children.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing it for as long as I've been doing.
Mm.
So like I wouldn't be doing it just for a check. Man, this didn't used to pay.
Right.
Taking care of kids didn't used to pay. You know how many jobs I had to keep in order to just do that job?
Right.
Man, sacrifice. I did it for the love of the game.
There you go.
Now, if you want to sit up here and be disgruntled because you can't get a job
That's what it is.
or another job, or you can't do more than this.
He wish he was a disc jockey.
Because you are here because you have to be, and you have no other choice to be, then that's on you.
No, it's not your fault he got all those kids and you got paychecks.
Whatever he got going on. And it made me think about it where it's just like, why do people shun other folks' happiness? Why can't, the more, and I was telling somebody else this, I was like, the easier thing to do is to support. It is so much harder to tear down than it is to build up and support.
I think it's the contrary.
You said what?
Contrary.
What do you mean?
I think it's harder to support and it's easier to tear down.
You think so?
Yeah, because I think people, because nobody does it, right? Because it's hard to like be a man or be the bigger person and say, man, I'm glad for you. But it's easier for me to go like, shit, that show, you got past some rinky dink show. Because I feel like everybody does it all the time, right? Like nobody, I mean, some people do, but a lot of people are quick to like tear you down.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think it's easier to do that to make yourself feel better than it is to like say, hey man, good job, man. I wish I could do things like you. I wish I had the because I
guess that is harder now that I
right?
think about it.
Because some people have said that to me.
I guess I'm just thinking about it in my mind how it works for me. Like
Yeah.
it's so much easier for me to be like
Exactly.
For me,
because you're a positive person in the sense of being like I am like I wouldn't be like, oh man, you know, like I think people who are this angry about their failures and then so it's easy to bring you down to where I'm at by spitting some stupidity to you instead of saying like, man, how did you get there? And maybe you can share some knowledge with me and maybe I can get up there too, you know?
I just like to see people doing well.
Right?
And I don't know why, to me, it's just easier to like what someone's doing than it is to hate.
I mean, I like when people are doing well.
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe we have a problem then, Ramon. Maybe you and I have a problem.
I think we're a bigger person.
I think we need to learn how to dislike more.
No.
Because when I look on somebody, when I see something come up on an Instagram thing, it's so much easier for me to just click it than to scroll past it for some reason. Like just being like, oh, seeing a thing and just being like, oh, I don't care. Scroll. I think it's, I don't know. It's easier for me to show love.
Yeah. I mean, because I'm scroll like I saw Brandy Denise today and she's like, oh, my first Getty image or something like that.
Yeah.
And she's like in front. I'm like,
click hard.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh man, good for her because I know her and I've been knowing her for a while.
Super talented.
And I knew she was like, she was hungry. She went after it.
Deserves everything.
But I would anybody would hate be like, man, how many wieners did she suck to get there? You know.
See, that's harder to me.
Huh?
That's harder to me.
No, it's easier for you. It is for you. It's harder, but I mean, that's easier for anybody else who doesn't know the process or what she did to get there, and then their immediately thought is, oh yeah, she probably like sucked some, you know, to get there, and look at kiss some ass to get it. And like, no, she's been doing this for years. Where you was sitting on the couch, she was over there doing this, and so for you to feel like hating on that success, and for you to feel good about it, it's like. Sometimes I hear people with like celebrities, they always like, oh, you say something about a celebrity. This dude got a good movie out. Yeah, but you know what he did, you know. And it's like, dude, like, let the man
have his movie.
Have his movie. Like, immediately you got to like tear. And I think people do that a lot with celebrities or people who are famous. They always got something negative to say about them. Like, did you know he did this? Or he got caught with a hooker? Or, it's like, he's a human being.
Yeah.
You know, how many hookers you been with? You probably can't even afford it. That's why you pissed off.
Okay. The final thought of the day is has been changed now because of what Ramon just said. In the future, if you see somebody with a nice looking sex worker, be happy that they got that sex worker.
Man.
Okay, and don't be mad at yourself because you got that bottle of lotion.
Oh!
All right. So our final song of the day. And I'm very excited about this because we've heard this man's production before, but we've never heard his actual work. He tried to send us something. I can't find it. I was looking for it. He says it's in the email. It's not. But Tim Ongrave, who has produced for Frank Joshua, has his own music.
Nice.
That he sings on. And I saw that him and Moses has a thing from Newman Records. So this is a Newman Records double tap for you. This song is called Witch's Brew by Tim Ongrave and Moses. You have been listening to Bastards All Day. Bad Waves on 1680 AM. Q4 Radio. That's Q4.org. For the last time today with Witch's Brew, it will be Tim Ongrave and Moses to Break Your Love. All right, y'all. That is our broadcast, our stream. We're going to attempt. Well, shit, too late. I was gonna say we're gonna try to get the fuck out of here, but definitely want to say thank you to anybody who is watching this bullshit. Yo, every artist, man. Another playlist, another banging ass playlist. Shout out to Chore Boy, of course, Lumberjack Blackston, Patrice Hawthorne, Sincerest Don, Clever Kanice, Hitman, Bass Race, Savant, Whitney Ty, Stephen Voice, Hema Donji, a.k.a.
The Cocky Singer,
and Tim Angrave and Moses. That Tim Angrave song is pretty hot.
good.
It's a lot of Moses on it, though. So maybe next week we'll try to get some Tim Angrave in here by himself. Okay, Moses, thank you for your contribution. But no, Tim Angrave seems like a pretty decent human being, so shout out to Tim Angrave. This is the first time having him on the playlist. Ramon?
Shout out to the chat, Chantel and Jessica being in there. And thanks for keeping it civil.
Straight up.
Good questions today, Sean. Pretty good questions. Keep it up.
Damn good questions, brother.
Yeah.
Damn good questions.
I like how and it's off air, whatever, but like certain people would, his questions blah blah blah. But answer the question. But now, the questions are I've seen you put a little more thought into the questions, and they're really good. So keep it up.
Yeah, they are pretty good. Yeah, man, shout out to Steve Shields. Steve Shields is taking me to see Ghostbusters tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, him and another one of our buddies are going. Steve Shields is taking folks to see Ghostbusters.
There you go. I hope this you think it's going to be any good?
I definitely think so.
We got the original cast in there.
Yeah,
so
definitely. My thing is, if they showed up, then the script doesn't suck. The last one wasn't bad.
Which one? With the girls?
No, not that one. That doesn't count. You bigot! No.
What?
The only reason why I say that one doesn't count is because they totally denounced that there was ever Ghostbusters.
Right.
The reason why I'm thinking about the Paul Rudd one is because they're continuing the original story.
So isn't this the one, the Paul Rudd one?
Yes, there was a Paul Rudd one after the young ladies had their movie.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
I didn't see the young ladies either. So
okay, I saw the young ladies. So the Paul Rudd
She-Hulk.
Shout out to her. But the last one that had Paul Rudd and it was pretty decent.
Yeah.
There wasn't the original cast made a cameo.
Okay.
This one, the original cast is gonna be in it.
Right.
So I'm very excited about that. But that script, especially dealing with, and I'm gonna say specifically Bill Murray. Bill Murray not gonna.
Yeah, he ain't gonna get out of bed for.
Bill Murray not getting out of bed.
Yeah.
Bill Murray is not getting out of bed for a script that isn't either good or something where he actually has to act.
Yeah, he's too busy showing up in random people's houses.
Bill Murray, and I don't blame you. I would be almost similar too. Bill Murray don't give a fuck no more. Bill Murray ain't giving a fuck in the last 2 to 3 decades.
Right. I was gonna say I don't think he ever did.
Bill Murray stopped giving a fuck a long time ago.
Yeah.
I think it was before. Wait, wasn't he the same one that fired his agent? And then you call. So in order to try to book Bill Murray, you call an answering service, and if you like what he hear, he'll call your ass back.
Is that what he did?
I think like in the height of his career.
Man, that makes sense though.
Bill Murray don't give a fuck.
I mean, because he earned it though.
I mean, it's one of those things too. Like me personally, and maybe I'm wrong for this. I'm no Bill Murray. I may talk shit about not doing shows, but like, I don't want to produce something that's just
oh no, it's garbage or just to produce something.
Yeah, just to do something.
Yeah.
One of the things I liked a lot about each Bastards iteration was it's not just our group of friends, but it was like different points in our lives where we were.
Right.
When it first started, we were at a very I don't give a fuck place.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks.
Right.
As long as we putting on these good shows and having fun with our friends, that's all that fucking matters. And then it became a point where Bastards was being used for corporate shows. So now if you in Bastards, you automatically in the corporate shows.
Right.
Your rehearsal is a packed show at the Laugh Factory, at IO. These are your fucking rehearsals. You know what I mean? Fucking off with your homies. Like it became a point where we went from I don't give a fuck to this is our professional. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
And it meant a lot. Doing Pimprov meant a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just shit that actually matters.
Mm.
We had that improv show on New Year's. That cast had a bunch of history with it, so that's what made it so special. I mean, also it was the Comedy Plex, culminating Comedy Plex for sure. It was
By the
a
way,
big
I went
deal.
there for the first time. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, did you do?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, but like, there's this.
I mean, I hope so. I hope to do
You
something.
should go to open mic.
Yeah. So about that.
We'll talk about that later.
I'm gonna try to go.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go next Wednesday. I think I'm gonna go coming up on Wednesday,
Mm.
actually. So with that being said, now that we have, yeah, definitely ran over my time of wanting to be, because I'd be trying to get out of here and I'd be rushing so hard, and I'd make it on time, but the level of rush that goes into it. With that being said, thank you so much for watching this shit. It means the world to us. I know I say that all the time, but you have to understand. Look at my motherfucking face. I am so serious. It means the world to us that you would take any amount of effort whatsoever to click jack shit.
Yeah. And if you don't agree with certain things we say, don't get angry. Don't try to, shame us. Just school us. Maybe we'll understand. Let's have a conversation.
This motherfucker talking about himself. With that being said, y'all, it is time to say goodbye.